Please, everybody, you can click on the YouTube live on the Zoom chat, share with friends. Don't share our Zoom. Please, everybody, you can click on the YouTube live on the Zoom chat, share with friends. Don't share our Zoom. Please, everybody, you can click on the YouTube live on the Zoom chat, share with friends. Don't share our Zoom. Please, everybody, you can click on the YouTube live. Yeah, we are on. Good afternoon. I am so glad to welcome everybody today. Sorry for the logistics troubleshooting. Our guest really made time out today. It's so inconvenient, but we are glad our laptop is back and our both mics are now working. Thank you, everybody. Today, I will be introducing Mrs. Tumininu Oloniboko. Did I get it right?
Oloniboko.
Oloniboko. Thank you so much, Ma, for joining us today. We are so thankful. We are thankful for creating time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. Mrs. Oloniboko has been a registered nurse since 20 years now, and she is one that is vast in the nursing profession, but more importantly, she has 3 beautiful kids, and so we are not just here to talk about postpartum without lived experiences. And she will be joining us here to actually give us more details on what to do during postpartum, but more importantly, to share a postpartum guide and a postpartum support plan with our mothers. So once again, you're welcome, Miss Oloniboko. Thank you. Please send our love in the chat as she also give us a 15 minutes talk about postpartum care and postpartum support plan. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Okay, ma'am.
All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all our audience based on your time zone, because I know that all of us, we are on different time zone. So I welcome you, and I'm happy to be in this community, Wellbeing Mom. So this afternoon, I will be talking about reliance on family support during the postpartum period. Before I continue, I'm not going to talk to you this afternoon as an expert. I'm not an expert, but I'll be talking to you as a mom. Like, I've been there. I've had 3 kids, so I've had 3 postpartum period with different experiences. So this afternoon, I'll be talking based on my experiences and shipping some things. So I want you to listen as we go on this journey together. So when we are talking about family support, we all understand the concept of family, everyone related by blood in one way or the other, or anyone you call your family, that is your family. And when we are talking about family support, it has to do with getting emotional support, physical support, financial support. Some even ask for spiritual support during a stressful life event. And one of the life events, like major life events, is giving birth, having a new child in the family. It is a major life event that comes with its own unique challenges. And honestly, having a good family support is a good thing that can help a new mom to navigate this postpartum period. And when we are talking about family support, why do we need family support? So next, I'll be talking about the importance of family support, and especially in relation to postpartum period. I don't know, maybe where more, maybe this community has already talked about postpartum period itself. And when we are talking about postpartum period, this is the time when we just have a baby, like zero the first day till up to when the baby is 12 weeks old, around 3 months, because this is the most intense period of having a new baby. So that is the postpartum period. The new mom is having a new life, gets switching to a new role. Everything is just new. Some of us, we have no idea. We are clueless as to what to do during postpartum period. So, but when we have family support, it's going to help. Like the importance, I'm trying to talk about the importance of family support during postpartum period. Number one, it helps to reduce postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety during this time, because it is a life major event, and all of a sudden, like yesterday, like previous day, the new mom was still pregnant, and all of a sudden today now she's a mom. It's kind of different. We are trying to adjust in so many ways, and if this time is not well managed, it can cause depression and anxiety. So having a good family support during this time help to prevent postpartum depression. So I don't know if this community has dealt with this postpartum depression in any of their forums, but it has to do with mental stress during postpartum, and is difficult to navigate. And another thing why we need family support is it helps to improve the bonding between the mother and the baby. And when we are talking about bonding, this is getting to know the child. You are learning different emotions, like you are thinking for the baby. We are the thinking brain for the babies when they come. So this time is important for you to bond with your baby. And honestly, having a good family support is going to help to prevent burnout. Like you have a lot of things to do. You want to care for the baby. You want to feed. Even you yourself, you want to eat. You have a lot of things. If you don't have a good support, it leads to burnout. In a situation whereby you are tired, exhausted, and you just couldn't fathom or figure out how to do your things. Then family support during postpartum period also helps in facilitating healing and recuperation, because this person has been pregnant for like almost 9 months, because 40 weeks pregnancy is more than 9 months, honestly. So during this time, we need time to recuperate and to heal. And lastly, it helps, we need this family support to feel loved and for your safety. So these are the reasons, some of the few reasons why family support during postpartum is very important. And we have a different forms of support. I hope people can hear me. Okay. So,
I can hear you. We are trying
okay,
to gain the 10-15 minutes lecture,
okay,
and then we'll ask our questions. We have some questions already. Thank you.
okay. So when we are talking about family support, it can be in different forms. So I'll be talking about these forms, and I'll discuss the practical ways that we can request for these types of support. So the first one, I'll be talking about emotional support. I'm putting emotional support in my number one because it is a priority. It is top on the list of family support that we can request for during a postpartum. And when we are talking about emotional support, is it has to do with understanding the new mom's feeling, like empathy. You put yourself in the position in the position of the new mom, and you are providing encouragement. And these are the kind of emotional support that family members can give during postpartum period. And family can also support with finances. That's the next one, financial support. A lot of new moms, maybe because before they had baby, they have stopped working. They have to, based on countries, there are some people like, even if they save money, they had already used it in preparation for the baby's arrival. So family can also help with finances in getting new things ready for the baby. Then there is also informational support. New mom, we coming into motherhood with no experience. So we can get support from people from their lived experiences in order to get how things are being done. So as family members, we can give them information because they are new. They know next to nothing when it comes to babies. So that's another type of support that we can get during postpartum. And lastly, which is very important, is a physical support. Getting things done around the house, honestly, is very important. We can request for physical or practical support during postpartum period. Now, let's talk about practical ways. I'm trying to make good use of that 15 minutes. So let's talk about practical ways to ask for emotional support. So as a new mom, it's okay, it is good to share your feelings through open communication. Say it the way you are feeling. Don't form a superwoman. You are not a superwoman. Ask, like, share your feelings, communicate, let them know, let your family members know how you are feeling at that point. You are not feeling weird. It is not you, it is the moment that you are going through. So share your feelings, say them the way you feel. If you are feeling overwhelmed, say it. If you need any help, just communicate your feelings at that point. And it is so unfortunate, like the way they expect us, like you just switch role almost instantly the baby arrives. So you are not a superwoman. Communicate your feelings. Talk openly to family members about how you feel, especially talk to your husband about how you feel. You are in the situation together. And if you are comfortable asking people for their experiences, like I appreciate this community and I want to appreciate our convener as well. Having this kind of a forum help people to share experiences. You learn from each other. So I kind of give kudos to the organizers and to the convener of this group. Now, let's go to physical support. You need to ask for help to care for the baby. You cannot do everything. Ask for help to change the diaper. Ask for help to rock the baby. Ask for help to burp the baby. Ask for help for feeding the baby. I want to tell you, like having a baby is not a child's play, especially if a new mom, your baby is crying, you think the baby is hungry, you fed the baby is still crying. You don't know what to do. I've had instances that new moms, they will start crying when their baby is crying. They have tried everything. They change the diaper. I used to say something in sequence. When your baby is crying, mostly it can be for comfort. They need comfort. So check the diaper first. Check the clothes they are wearing. Are they feeling hot or too cold? Is the diaper wet? When you change that, if it is comfort, the baby can keep quiet. But sometimes when you do that, the baby is still crying. Then you think, is the baby hungry? Then you feed the baby. After feeding the baby won't still stop crying. And you even try, you rock the baby, you do all sorts of things, and the baby is still not quiet. At this time, I've seen mothers crying because they don't know what to do. So you can ask for help to rock the baby ask for help to feed the baby, ask for help for somebody to watch you, for somebody to watch the baby while you take a nap. Because I've seen instances that a mother share with me that she cannot even take a shower in a day because she does not have anybody to watch her baby. So these are the practical ways or physical ways that you can request for help during a postpartum period.
Sorry to interrupt a bit. Can you
Okay.
all please mute your mic? Please, thank you. I'm trying to mute everybody, but I think
Okay. So can we continue?
yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you.
right. So another thing, you can ask help for your groceries. You want to do some shopping, is difficult. You cannot take a new baby to the shopping mall. So those, you can ask for help with people to help you to do your groceries. And the next thing that is so important is meal prep, like preparing your meal. I'm going to share my experience. So when I first had my baby, the baby like is so hot, like we cry for everything. So my husband will go to work and I was alone by myself. So, and I was hungry. I couldn't even leave the baby. Like, I was so scared. Is the baby going to fall down? Is the baby going to be all right by himself? So I couldn't even eat until I get somebody. So I asked for help. Then let my husband prepare me breakfast and lunch. And before I get back, I'll be able to make dinner. So it is so important. Like you get help to prepare your meal because the baby sometimes is difficult for you to do meal prep. And another thing I want to chip in this aspect, by the time the baby is yet to come, when you are still prepared, you can cook your food in a bulk. If you have good source of power supply, freeze your meals, freeze your soup. So that is another way that you can help. You can help yourself with meal preparation postpartum. Then you need to ask for help with your house chores, your laundry. Like when you are pregnant, people cannot help you carry the pregnancy. But now the baby is here, they can help you to do other things. They can help you to carry the baby. They can help you if you want. Just ask for the help. Let them help you with laundry. Let them help you with tidying the house. And I want to say this to our new moms. I used to say something that if you are coming to my house to check our well-being, you are welcome. Just come in at any time. But if you are coming to check my house, please give me notice before you come. So maybe I will give you to come, maybe in 6 months' time, I would have been able to tidy up my house for you to see a good and a clean house. So that is, we don't expect our house to be like sparkling postpartum. This most of the time wears new moms. It wears them off like they are trying to keep the house clean. We cannot stand any dirty environment. But now it is different. Learn to ask for help, especially when your baby is sleeping. We are so guilty of this. That is when we start cooking, cleaning the house, doing laundry. And by the time, before you even finish doing all those things, the baby already wake up and crying again and needs your attention. Nobody can help you to breastfeed the child, but they can help you to do your laundry. So learn to ask for help in doing your house chores. Then I will talk about support with rest. You need support with rest because you are doing a nighttime feeding. You are doing a lot of moms develop high blood pressure during this time because they are not resting, they are not sleeping. There is no help. So what you need to ask for help so that you can rest. Take turns. If you have somebody with you at night, take turns. 2 to 3 hours of rest can be a game changer for new moms. So learn to ask for help with night feeding. So I want to encourage, there are some of us, we really want to do exclusive breastfeeding. So we feel, no, I still need to be waking up at night. You can express your breast milk. use a feeding bottle. That's the only time I encourage bottle feeding, if that is what works for you. Have your breast milk expressed and let somebody help you in feeding the baby so that you don't have to wake up at that time for night feeds. It could be exhausting. It could be very, very tiring. So make use of your breast milk. Always pump your breast milk and let somebody help you with a night feed so that you can rest well. And I want to say this, rest when the baby is sleeping. I've said it before. This is not the time to go and start packing your laundry, doing the dishes or anything, because you're already tired from doing all those house chores and the baby will wake up. So
Thank
you
you.
need to you need to learn how to delegate, ask people for help.
Okay, I
And
want to go to
okay,
our questions. I think
okay,
towards the end, you can talk about any other thing the questions asked I've not addressed because of
okay,
our time.
okay.
I want us to manage the time
The
of our
time.
community members. Um, as a new mom, either in diaspora or wherever you are in your own home country, how do you build emotional relationship, necessarily your family members or your neighbors, people living outside their home country need to at least have friends around. How do they build their emotional trust with friends and neighbor in their local neighborhood to be of help and support to them?
Okay, so I actually have this in my one of the slides, like especially people in diaspora, when your family members are not present, how do you get this help, especially the emotional support? Now, you can make use of counselors like therapists. When they are discharging you in the hospital, we have social worker. So this social worker, they can help you with local resources. And most importantly, you are the first person that can create your own emotional support. Know your limits. Know that you cannot do everything. Because sometimes for people in diaspora, it is difficult. On a normal day that's not even postpartum, it's difficult to get support, it's difficult to make friends, it's difficult to build relationships. So I'm going to say this, like for first-time moms in diaspora or where you don't have your family present with you, make use of the hospital resources. Talk to a therapist, talk to a counselor, and this kind of online parenting forums is good. Talk to your online parenting classes. Ask them for their lived experiences. The only thing that is important is venting. You just need to say something. You need to communicate. So open communication helps you in building emotional trust and emotional venting, relieve that pressure.
Thank
So
you.
that is what I'm going to say.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. So moving to that, I really wanted to address that for us as women, even before the role of mothers, that we need to build communication with people in our local neighborhood. Yes, we might have family members that we can call, but they're distant away, and you need that human interaction. A therapist is like a stranger that you can always vent to. But also people in the neighborhood, like you've mentioned, you have to also find a relationship, maybe forum, parenting class, and things like that. So moving on to that, where is the role of partner in postpartum, even right from the hospital after the birthing process and labor? What's the role of your partner, your father, the father of the child? Also, what's the
Okay.
role? What should be the role in postpartum care?
Okay. So I'm going to say this first. Your partner is your first help. You are in it together. So I don't know if we have fathers, intending fathers on this forum too. They say it takes two to tango. We did this thing together. We are both new. So let's be there to support each other. The partner can help with house chores. The partner can help with meal preparation. The partner can help to do groceries. The partner can be there just to listen. We just need somebody to talk to. So let them be there for listening, like active listening, even if you don't have the answer. Sometimes you don't even need an answer. We just needed somebody to listen to us. So partner is the first help. Let them help in taking care of the older kids. If you are a second time mom, let them help preparing the meal. Tell your partner, that is, I will still go back to communication. Tell your partner what you want and how you want help. Be specific about the help you need from your partner. So don't assume. Some of us, we are so good, like, he should know that I should eat. He should know that he's not going to know everything. So communicate with your partner. Use them as your first resources.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. Communicating with your partner should also be in care and love. Like you both wanted to have the child, even if
Mhm.
it's an unwanted pregnancy, it's your child and it's for you. The reason I say unwanted is that, sometimes as mothers, they'll be like, oh, I don't think this is the right time for me to have the child. Financial status, and for us, we are in the stage of our marriage, but the child,
There is no child that is unwanted as long as the
I
baby
mean,
is here.
yeah, I
Right.
agree.
It's only the pregnancy that you feel it is unwanted, not the child. So once the child is here, we assume responsibilities.
Thank you. Thank you for clearing that for us. And so for mothers, your hormonal seasons, it fluctuates, the
Mm.
menstrual cycle and things like that. So during postpartum, standard care is that low care after giving birth, but the low care, the bleeding, like after 6 weeks, should make a woman ready. I am not a gynecologist, but with my experience as well, what do you think mothers should do in terms of knowing their menstrual cycle and how to balance hormonal needs? When I mean hormonal needs, oh, rest time. I'm experiencing postpartum, but then I started seeing my menstrual monthly cycle, and some women get it early on for the menstrual cycle, and it starts back maybe after 2 or 3 months, especially those that are not doing exclusive breastfeeding. So how do you balance your own health needs and then also balancing, oh, I need to take care of my child, and also I need to fulfill my desires with my husband, as a mother of three that have gone through this process 3 times? What do you have to tell our community members for postpartum?
Okay, so what I'm going to say about this is self-love. Love yourself first. Understand your system, understand how things are with you. Even before you have the baby, we know how it is with menstrual cycle. A lot of us have a painful one, and some people they feel so irritated. Now it's like you are dealing with two things: the new baby, you have to resume. I want to tell you that some people have their menstrual cycle back right from the second month they have their baby. So at that point, nothing changes. It's still yourself. So you just need to pay attention to yourself, know when to take a break because you feel more tired. You are breastfeeding, you are on your menstrual cycle. It's just you need to take care of your nutrition at that time. Thank God our convener, like our host, is a nutritionist. So you need to take care of your nutrition, increase your vitamin intake, increase your protein intake for you to replenish your worn out tissues and your body, like physiologically, will be able to adjust to these changes. So my advice as someone that has gone through it is nothing changes. Everything is in our head. So once you're able to put yourself together, like build your self-confidence and just do your normal things, it does not disturb each other. And it still has to do with communication. So if communication with your husband, your spouse at this point, let them know that I'm on my period, you need extra support. because some of us, we are naturally irritated at that point. Now you have a baby, it is still communication. So communicate your needs at that point. Pay attention to yourself. Don't just give in like, oh, this is my situation, I cannot help myself. You can help yourself and still ask for help when you need it.
Thank you, ma'am, for that. You said we should ask for help when we need it. As women, why do you think, as an healthcare professional, but as a mother, why do you think we tend to just, I want to figure it out myself. I think you can't do this the way I want to do it. I think during this postpartum, I just need this. An example for me is last year I was juggling school, my PhD, and as well as motherhood. And my husband will be in the kitchen trying to put one or two together. I'm like, that's not how to cook the food, nutritionist. The nutrient loss, I don't want, oh, you are doing the meat too much. I think the taste is just somehow, yeah, cooking is a basic life skill, but then I want my flavor, I want my taste. How do you think we can manage accepting those help?
I'd want you to have this in your mind that whatever kind of help you get is not going to be perfect. So learn to like close your eye and accept whatever helps. It's not going to hurt. If they are never going to do it your own way, it is a fact that we need to deal with as new time or first time moms. So don't expect perfection. Don't expect them to do it your way. They are helping. It is not going to be like that forever. It's just going to be for a moment. So let's learn to embrace help. Let's learn to drop the idea, I just want to figure it out. Nobody should touch it. There are some mothers, they don't want even need help for somebody to carry their child, especially from the part of the country where I am. We have our mother-in-laws, we have our moms coming in to help us with the new baby. We don't want them to touch the baby because we feel they are not doing it very well. So we should not accept a perfection. They are never going to do it our way. That is, just have that at the back of your mind, and every other thing you will be fine. So don't be the type that you want everything to be perfect. If your husband will cook, if your husband does not even wash the vegetables, you will wash it 3 times, 4 times before you believe it is okay. Your husband just wash once, accept it. He's never going to hurt anyone. Just think, if it is not going to hurt anyone, close your eye and move on.
Man, we should close our eyes and move on.
Yes, if it is not going to hurt anyone, if no harm on the way,
You know?
even if it's something like you nutritionist, even if you think, oh, the nutrition, the nutrients is lost, ma'am, you will get your nutrients in in another food. You will get it in another way. Just know
Okay.
that it is never going to be perfect. They can never do it your way. It is help. Accept it, embrace it.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. In our community, even in North Carolina, I went for a community outreach sometimes in June. And with my experience supporting Care for the Lot, I realized we have teenage pregnancy in the rise, or don't let me use the word in the rise because I don't have the reference statistics here, but I can say we have some teenage moms, young girls that are not even prepared for postpartum. Some underserved communities, some minority population. So as well in Africa, in Nigeria, you have young girls that are one or two things. We preach abstinence, but then some of them just want to explore their youthful days and they found themselves pregnant. As a nurse practitioner who is also um, seeing families, supporting family, what do you think single moms, teenage moms should realize, and also how can we support them as a community?
Now, why teenage moms, why they are not getting support is because of stereotype. Like we just believe the child is wayward. That's why they have to get pregnant at a teenage age. And because of the opinion, like our formed opinion, we just feel let them figure it out. She feels she's old enough. If a child is able to open legs, you should be able to manage it, you know. So, but we should change that attitude. The deed has been done. Let us, if we cannot be there physically, like emotionally, the child that was pregnant as a teenage age is already going through a lot emotionally because it is not what they bargained for. They don't even know this thing. They just think I'm okay, I'm old enough now. So they have a lot they are dealing with. So we need to support them emotionally. Let us help them with local resources. Like if in a community like that, we barely have time to go to another person's house to help. But as I've said, we can help them with local resources, introduce them, ask them what, just let them talk to us. So we can be of help. Let them talk to us, like provide a listening ear. If you have any resources, you can refer them to refer them to local resources that could help them. And one important thing that you can do for them is to refer them to a resources that will help them with family planning. That is very important. I've seen a teenage girl and a teenage boy that impregnated each other. So now they were like, this child, African mom, they were so hot and angered and they couldn't support the child. So, but by the time the girl had the baby, the mother was like, okay, I'm going to take the baby from you, so that the girl can just continue with their life. Before you know it, this girl went to the same boy again and got another pregnancy and got pregnant again. So that is one support I would say we can render as a community. Let us give them resources for family planning after that baby so that they won't repeat the mistake again, and whatever will let us just support them. It could be anybody.
Thank you. That was so profound, ma'am. That's why we also invite guest speakers who are healthcare professionals. Yeah, we're a community of women, mothers, but based on experience, even childhood memories in my church, young girls getting pregnant, they're not adequately supported by their parents. And then you see them having the second, the third child with no family planning insights or the myth in Nigeria. Oh, family planning will make you obese or will make you very
They
overweight.
even believe it will make the child to be more promiscuous.
Interesting. But
Mhm.
that's where education come into place, empowering them, you know, even if they don't have family planning, they will still go and be promiscuous. If they have family planning, they will be promiscuous. Why not teach them the right values? Why not support them to believe in themselves, that your dreams of being a better person, of maybe learning a skill, getting a business, or even going to college is important, We are a community of mothers, and I would like to say Miss Oloniboko has given us some insights on how to handle young girls
Teenage
that we know
pregnancy.
and support them with information first, and also um, be a shoulder to lean on. I'd love for you to talk more on how breastfeeding mothers should prioritize seeing their physician, should prioritize seeing their primary care provider, their gynecologist, so they don't ignore postpartum hormonal issues going on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk based on as a midwife as well.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a midwife, a qualified midwife from Nigeria. So we give appointments like postpartum appointment. We want to see the mother based on the circumstances surrounding the birth. Maybe it is spontaneous vaginal delivery, or you had to go through emergency or elective CS. And if the mom has a one illness or the other proud the pregnancy or during the pregnancy, they want to see them often. So, but most importantly, they give 6 weeks postpartum appointment in the hospital. So first they give like 1 week. It depends on the area you are. They give 1 week. They ask you to come back. Some they even give 3 days, like after your discharge, and they give you 6 weeks. They give you like 12 weeks sometimes. And I want to encourage mothers, when they give you appointment for your postpartum period, please don't ignore the appointment. Always go for your appointment, because you might feel you are doing okay, but you are not until you have an expert examine you, because a lot of things goes on postpartum. They have to check, is your uterus in the right place? Like we believe like every week your uterus should be reducing in the inches the same way it goes up during pregnancy. So we believe your uterus should be back in the normal place, like at least 12 weeks postpartum. So, and they carry out examination, they still do palpation, see, they check your lochia. That is the blood we see after delivery. They check. So there are some people, they still think the lochia is normal for them. They feel no, it's, whereas they are retaining a product that is not making the lochia to stop. So if you don't go for your postpartum appointment, you are not going to know what is normal and what is abnormal. So I want to encourage, don't ignore your postpartum appointment and learn to speak up. It is never going to be, it's not going to hurt anyone asking too many questions. It's better to ask a very stupid and dumbest question than to blame yourself like, oh, if I had known, I would have said something. So when you see something that is not normal, please contact your OBGYN, contact your doctor. So let them tell you it is normal. So don't just assume that everything is okay. So I encourage you to go for your postpartum appointment after delivery. Don't just assume. Some of us, we get so busy with the baby, we get so busy with the family, and we neglect ourselves. I want to tell you, when I had my first baby, I did not even look at myself in the mirror until my baby was 3 months old. I want to tell you, it was that bad. I neglected myself, that I couldn't even, the time I stood in front of the mirror, I was like, who is this? I couldn't even recognize myself again, because I've not had time to check my face. Even me, that I did not look at the mirror, that shows I did not even rub powder on my face, you know. So don't neglect your health. Postpartum, it is very important. Get good sleep, good food, exercise. Postpartum is very important.
Ma'am, sorry, because of our time, we
Mhm.
have like less than 10 minutes to go.
Okay.
And since our members have been patient enough with us, I
Okay.
want to really appreciate your insight. To round off, we want you to go back to your slide because we don't want to miss your preparation for us.
Okay.
Those are the major questions, but I would like us to also address some things in your slide that I think we don't have or we've not asked.
Okay. All right. Excuse me. Let me just, did I just, oh, oh. I think my video went off. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, going back to my slide, I will just do a summary. Like my summary is going to talk a lot about what I've spoken about. So today, briefly, we have been able to talk about family support during postpartum and practical ways we can ask for help. So I want to say this in conclusion or summary, that be specific with the tasks you are requiring help for, and communicate your boundaries clearly and kindly. As I've said, don't expect perfections. Expect a lot of imperfections. And I want to say this, that setting boundaries is also important during at postpartum period, because you can set, I want you to set boundaries with visiting time. Don't use your baby to entertain visitors. Like, let your spouse, your mom, your mother-in-law, whoever that is available with you to act as a gatekeepers for people coming in. Let them know that no, she's resting, the baby is sleeping. And if whatever you want them to do for you, just set your boundaries and communicate clearly. You are not a superwoman. Don't form superwoman. Learn to communicate and ask for help where you need it. And for people that they don't stay where their family members is, as I've said, make use of community support like your online parenting communities, your churches, your mosque. Ask them for help. I've seen a church member taking a shift to help a new mom. So that is what I'm going to say. We have been able to talk about physical support, emotional support. That emotional support is very, very important. I don't know how I can emphasize it enough. Vent your mind, share and communicate your feelings, especially with your spouse. Learn to speak up.
Hmm. Talk about that with your wisdom and
Yes.
insight in marriage, 3 children, and as a healthcare provider to
Okay, so
guide
let me just share a personal experience.
yes.
So when I had my first child, so I had a lot of issues being a first-time mom. That was when I went for my NYSC. I went with the pregnancy to NYSC. So by the time I came back, when I had my baby, the baby was small for gestational age. I had my baby at 41 weeks. So
Hmm.
that was post-dated pregnancy. When I had the baby had birth asphyxia. Then, so it was so difficult for me to feed the baby because I had a flat nipple. So my baby was not able to grip the breast. So the baby had to drop weight again. So I had a lot of people like typical Nigerian community. People were really talking, yeah, this child, they started diagnosing my baby. There's something Yorubas called or kaori or something like that. So they will always come with one local name or the other that the child is not feeling well. You need to give herbs. So time like that. So I find it difficult to confront, like to talk to maybe to my mother-in-law about it that we don't want. So it's part of setting boundaries. So I had to talk to my husband about it, and I allowed my husband to deal with that with his mom, you know. So if I talk, it's going to be like I'm too confrontational, like being disobedient. So that is what I'm going to say. And I did
Hmm.
not learn to ask for help on time. So I want to encourage mothers, learn to ask for help, speak up, set your boundaries. Don't expect perfections. I'm going to say it again. Some of us were like, hello, can you still hear me?
I'm here with you.
Okay. I
And
don't
my
know what
members are
happened.
still there. We are like,
Okay.
wisdom. You're about to say oragba.
So there are some of us, like I have a friend, the mother-in-law is a nurse. And if the mother-in-law wants to give the baby something, she will say, no, mommy, let me read the leaflets for that medication first. She will want to read. And all these things, you can have stress with your in-laws postpartum period because they'll be like, I nursed your husband, he did not die. You know, a lot of those things. They stresses first-time moms too. So use wisdom, whatever you don't want, talk to your husband about it. Your husband can talk to his mom. Mostly we have mother-in-laws coming around to help us. So talk to your husband, let your husband address that thing. So like we had this issue of concussion herbs for the baby. I stood my ground as a nurse that no, I'm not going to give my baby concussion. So by the time we had our second baby, third baby, they never talked to us again
Wow.
because we have been able to set our boundaries. They never talk to us about herbs for the baby, local medications or anything. They will not take it. So they already know us about that.
Thank you.
So that
Thank
is
you.
just what I
That's
can
a good
say.
experience for me to learn
Mhm,
from.
mhm.
Especially, I didn't have my mother-in-law come, but I had my mom. And the
Even
experience at
sometimes it could
first,
be, even sometimes our mother-in-law, like they are the best. We know our parents. Some people you don't even have it well with your mom. They will be like, I did it. Like some we have a lot. I don't know, maybe we have Nigerian moms on this forum.
we
We
have a
have a
lot.
lot of things that our mother-in-law, our moms, they do for us postpartum. Like they want to put hot something on the baby's umbilicus, like on the baby cord. They will say, use all things to do it very well. That is when it will not. No. Like I realized that it will make your baby to cry a lot. Oh, I suffered that. I did not know that it's because we were using hot something on the baby's cord. The baby will not sleep at night. It's like a fresh wound. Just imagine adding salt to a fresh wound. The baby will be crying.
So what best strategy
To
can we
use for your
use
baby
to
cord.
educate as well as in a lovingly way to our mothers? Ah, mommy, please, this thing is not good. Science research has shown that, cultural
Exactly.
responsiveness, cultural
Exactly. So just
sensitivity.
they don't know it actually. So that is where we come in to educate them kindly and clearly. And it is your child. You have the right to accept whatever you want to or whatever you don't want over your child. But we don't have to be rude about it. Let them know, mommy, it is different from those times you raised my husband. It is different from that time you raised me. This is what they taught us in the hospital. They did not follow you to your antenatal period. Tell them, this is what they told us. So when we were going to antenatal, they said we should not do this. It's just standing firm, and you too, you should know your onions.
Hmm.
Know it. If you don't know it, you'll be tossed because at that time you are even helpless.
All right,
When
so
I had my child, I wanted to do exclusive breastfeeding. Even I had to work, I did exclusive breastfeeding for my three kids. So the first time my mommy was like, hey, this baby will be thirsty, give him water. I said, no, mommy, this is how it is being done. Even at the end of our 6 months, my mom was the one teaching and advocating for exclusive breastfeeding to other moms because she did not know. I educated her. So
that's the
let us
power of
do that.
education.
Yes,
That
yes,
is the power of
yes.
education. And I used to say something, it's not just about our big scientific words or about our knowledge that will make people accept the new evidence. It's more of relating with them, acknowledging their concerns, just like the analogy of one creator that went to Africa and saying, oh, I'm trying to make potable water, clean water available in Africa, and trying to put it on like, oh, Africa don't need um me to ask them what they need. I know they need potable water and I'll give it to them. And then the community where the well was digged, they didn't drink water. It's an analogy.
Mm.
I'm paraphrasing a story, but in nutrition education, we say you co-create. You do a feasibility study where we do pilots, you reach out to the community, you let them know this is what we have in mind. Are you interested? Or how best can we do this? Community champions. Oh, these people are the people that are stakeholders in this community, and I can relate well
Yeah,
with
that
them
is
to
what we call
accept it.
community mobilization and advocacy.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
you use what, if it is not their direct needs, they are never going to accept that innovation. So it has to be something that they need, something they can flow with, something they can relate with. You can make use of whatever they have to create that new thing for them. Whatever you bring in without their consent, like you are imposing, is never going to work.
Thank you. Thank
Mhm.
you. I gained a lot, especially from your wealth of experience and depth in how to handle different cultural expectations and
Right.
sharing your expertise. Thank you so much,
You are
dear
welcome.
Mrs. Oloniboko. If you have other questions, I can see that we'll address them in our closed community chat. But till next week, we'll have our final session with a registered nurse in Austin, Texas. But thank you once again, everyone. We'll see you next Saturday. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please
Bye
love
bye.
on her. I
Thank
can see
you.
that. Please love on her. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.